Opening.
எல்லாத்துக்கும் 3 கொஸ்டின் கேட்டாங்க காமனா நம்ம இருக்க வரைக்கும் கேட்டோம் இல்லையா எல்லாத்துக்கும் 3 கொஸ்டின் எனக்கு வந்து ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் சயின்ஸ் யாருமே கிடையாது
சார் unmute your mic sir
முடிஞ்சிருக்காது கட் பண்ணிருக்க மாட்டீங்க சார்
பண்ணிட்டேன் Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome to session 2. Chairperson, Dr.A.Cathreen Graciamary, Kavitha, Dr. Mohanpriya. Welcome, ma'am. Session 2, first presenter, Dr.
Respected professors and juries and the chair of this session, the organizers, very good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Yeah. So very happy to present my research paper on detection of selfish nodes using Hunger Games search algorithm for enhancing the security of mannet. So the main motivation why I've taken this particular research is that the mannet is a self-organizing node. It will undergo various attacks because there is no defined topology for that. And each and every node is depending upon other nodes for forwarding the data to the destination. So in that case, any intermediate node may act as a selfish node, will either capture the packet not forwarding it or try to attack this packet. So how exactly the routing happens here is that any node which is trying to send the data will send a route request packet and to the destination, and destination will reply with the route reply packets. These route requests and route reply packets have to go through the intermediate nodes, and sometimes the intermediate nodes, being a selfish nodes, will try to drop these packets. So the main objective of this paper is to identify the selfish node and remove it from the network to boost the overall network efficiency as well as to provide some kind of a security to the entire nodes. And this particular finding of selfish node has been done by an algorithm, which is an Hunger game search algorithm. So the negative nodes disturb the normal network operation by sending the data in the incorrect directions or take away the packets from the network or forwarding it to the wrong destination intensively. So to appreciate the work that we have taken very closely, the papers which have already been done with some of the optimization techniques such as the modified glow swarm optimization and the method which is used for detecting the packet drops and some kind of algorithm which uses this artificial immune and Chimp-Cova AODV, which is one of the vision algorithms so far. Each and every algorithm does this detection very well, but each and every algorithm, they have their own drawbacks to note. So we try to work on these drawbacks, and so we have chosen what is called the Hunger search game. The proposed is employing the Hunger search game for the selfish node removal. The current energy level and the communication ratio are used to determine the node's reputation. How far this particular node is successfully forwarded that particular packet. And a particular node has successfully forwarded the packet, it is no more a kind of a selfish node, it is a normal node. So the three components which you are taken into consideration for the using this algorithm is that the communication ratio, how successfully each and every node has communicated the packet which has been forwarded to them. And what is the energy factor of each and every node? Is a node energy is enough to participate in the communication, and we use what is called the backtracking algorithm. From the receiver, we backtrack and we apply this Hunger Game Search algorithm. So the communication ratio is defined as the total number of requests sent from a node S to another node R, and it sends how many number of packets it has received, how many number of packets it has forwarded. So that ratio is what is called the communication ratio. More the value of this ratio, lesser will be the suspicion of that particular node. The next is energy factor, and we taken what is the initial energy and what is the energy which is left in that particular node. How much of energy is being taken for the doing a current operation of forwarding or sending the packets. So the initial energy minus the energy required for doing the current operation over the period of time. So the backtracking algorithm is an algorithm which is used for each and every node. It's a population-based optimization technique, an animal-based technique, and a meta-heuristic technique, where we have taken the n number of nodes, and right from the receiving node, each and every node is searched for that. And hunger game means that any animal which has been very hungry, at the rate of the hungry level, whether the hunger level is less, hunger level is more, hunger level is very critical. So based on that, we have taken the nodes, and how exact, what is the capacity of the attacking nodes, how many kind of packet is been dropping. If the number of packets dropped by a node, the hunger level is very high. The packet dropped is medium, the hunger level is medium. The number of packets dropped is very less. That means it need not be a kind of a crooked node. So we have taken this particular thing, and then from the backtracking, we have searched each and every node towards what is called the source. Once we do that, and the kind of formula that has been used for doing what is called this kind of a current position, each and every individual nodes have been given some kind of a weightage, and this is as per the kind of hunger search game optimization algorithm. And we have taken the random value of the energy, which is random value is more than the present energy, random value is less than the energy. In both the cases we have treated, and we are given the weight for each and every node. W1, W2 demands to weight in the range of 0 to 1, and the ranging of R is the range of controller, and in the which range each and every node is, and the E is a variable that sums the global localization. And for each and every node, we have the fitness function. We have the fitness function and the best fitness function, which is a BF. And what is the difference between the fitness function and the best fitness function? That is basically being searched, and the weightage 2 is calculated as per the hungry level of that particular node, and what is the maximum hungry level in the all the nodes. And this hungry node is 0 if all the fitness function is equal to best function. The hungry level of that particular node is a kind of a level when all the fitness value is not equal to the best fitness function. So in this case, that we search from each and every node, and what is the threshold value of this hunger level? Is the threshold value is lesser than a particular value, whatever is fixed, and if the threshold value is more than a particular value. If the threshold value is very much lesser than the value, then it is a gentle node, it is not a selfish node. In case if this threshold level is equal to T, then it is partially selfish. We can suspect that node to be a selfish, and if the selfish node, the threshold is greater than this particular threshold value, definitely they are going to be selfish, and they have to be removed from what is called this particular network. So the algorithms we have chosen is, our algorithm is HGSA, Hunger Game Search Algorithm. We compared with the competitive algorithm, which does the same kind of a job with the previous researchers. And when we talk about the delivery of packets ratio with another number of nodes, we can see that the HGSA, that means Hunger Game Search Algorithm, does a very good delivery packets, because we have searched the entire nodes network, removed the selfish nodes, so there is no packet drop, there is less packet drop compared to other algorithms. Next is about the number of packets which are dropped. You see this number of packets dropped in case of the competitive algorithms such as MGSOAS and COA. Our Hunger Game Search algorithm dropped less amount of packet, and with respect to the number of nodes. Now, why the number of nodes we are taking here is that as the population increases, the selfish node may also try to increase, and they will try to hide into this population. The third is with respect to the delivery of packets, and it seems that Hunger Games search algorithm delivered the packets better than the others. And the overhead ratio, how many control packets are being transferred along with the data, that is called overhead. And the Hunger Games search algorithm uses a lesser overhead compared to the other algorithm. That means the number of control packets being transmitted to the network, which is already congested, which is very less in case of our Hunger Games search algorithm compared to the other algorithms. Finally, the packet delivery ratio. Yes, in terms of packet delivery ratio, the number of delivered message with respect to the number of sent message, the Hunger search game algorithm also performs better. These are simulated using one of the very industrial standard simulator called NS2. So I conclude here, the Hunger Games search algorithm attempt to provide a novel in the system in order to counteract the ill effects of the selfish nodes. With the help of an agent, the credits are doled into the participating nodes based on their respective trustworthiness. Credits are fairly allotted to both the central and boundary nodes because the backtracking has been done. When comparing to the conventional methods, the outcomes demonstrate the proposed mechanism has a superior delivery ratio. The number of packets dropped is also less, and the simulation also proves the same. So with this, I conclude my work, and these are the references. Mostly, I refer the papers from 2018 to 2023. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
So GSS Hunger Game search algorithm is already existing algorithm.
Yeah, Hunger Game search algorithm is already existing optimization algorithm. I am applying that algorithm in my network.
In your network. Only you have applied what are the tools which are present here. You have mentioned about the NS2. Yes.
I did with the NS2. It's a network simulator tool. It's one of the very standard simulation tools because the results of the simulation are very close in with the actual implementation of the network.
Any other tools compared to any other tools?
No, the latest is NS3 has also been very popular because NS3 has a Python interface because NS2 basically deals uses language called OTCL and C++, whereas NS3 makes use of what is called Python, which is more still user friendly, and it has also a kind of a interface with the very graphical user simulator called Pocket Tracer and Wireshark. It's a very latest, but the support for NS2 because since it is used for the past 2 decades. The amount of supports, the amount of things. Suppose I get stuck with the problem, if I post my problem in the forum, I get a lot of supports in NS2 because it is widely popularly used.
Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, what further work you want to do with this HGSA algorithm?
Yeah, it is basically to detect the selfish nodes in a mobile ad hoc and sensor networks. The objective is to detect the selfish node and to remove the selfish nodes from the network.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, Vaidehi, ma'am, can you present the paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am? Ma'am, your PPT is not showing, ma'am.
We can move to the next one. Next paper we can. Ma'am, get ready with your PPT.
Okay, Jay Chitra, ma'am. Will you ready to present?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I only not prepared the PPT, ma'am.
Okay.
I can read only.
Okay, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
In case my paper is
Okay.
open the screen, ma'am. Yes, any option. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Uh, Jay Chitra, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Who can
hello,
present,
ma'am.
ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. One second. Screen person. One second.
I request the participants to get ready with their PPT.
One second, ma'am. One second. One second. Good afternoon, one and all persons here. I am Dr. C. Deshitra. My topic is, ma'am, audible, ma'am? Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, you're
ma'am,
audible.
audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please go
Yes,
ahead.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am Dr. P. Jaychitra, Assistant Professor, Department of Tourism and Travel Management, Jain College at Chennai, ma'am. My topic is Tamil Nadu village folk dance and in traditional global dancing communities. My topic is. So first, I will explain with the folk dance in Tamil Nadu. The Tamil village folk dance is a traditional folk dance in origin from in Tamil Nadu, the particular to in the very expressions of the rural life and the cultures in instruments in standing. The dance expressions to the in Tamil Nadu culture, the heritage is over time of in Tamil culture is specific dancing folk. That once the over time, the Tamil village folk dance is one of the regional boundaries of the dance societies and communities. The historical and cultural society is sign of the both of symbols of in Tamil traditional dance, in particular the feelings of dance that in emotional and feelings in village side, in particular the deep villages in the freedom fights, then jolly moments. That one is important to the expression with the dance moments. In Tamil Nadu, particularly Karakatam, Oilatam, Mailatam, Bharatanatyam, which some of the folk dances are there in the Tamil Nadu places. The international setting for the in Tamil folk dance are there in folks in the Tamil peoples there. The Tamil village folk dance is a traditional dance of the Tamil peoples. The instruments are one second. One second. The village folk dance, internal part of folk traditionals in part of rural areas in Tamil Nadu. They traditionally performed during the festivals in harvest, in celebrations and communities, the gathering to the in dance performance. The dance objectives were the often made from the model of the wood and symbols of the agricultural cycles in Tamil Nadu, designed to the displays to the deep, designed to the recently attracted the global attention to the in dance performance. Incredibly, the international world is the dance performances, particularly the Parayatam, Oilatam, Kuilatam, Mailatam, the special folk dancing in Tamil Nadu is a special reference. The Tamil village folk dance is also known in Ottakarai. That is the main of in Ottakarai is the signification of in Tamil folk dance in performance of the Tamil Nadu in all over the India. The traditional festivals is a dance of in swing to the rhythmically expression of in dance movements. The Pongal celebration is one of the famous is a dance performance plus particularly in the harvesting peoples of the Tamil Nadu peoples in celebrating to the some varieties of dances on the celebrations. So and the empowerment of the Tamil identification of the cultures in Mailatam, Goilatam, Parayatam, including the Pongal time is all the places, all the event of celebrating in Tamil Nadu. Yet the dance a contribution to the vibrant moments in the peoples. The aggregations particularly in Tamil Nadu, the Tamil peoples, the joy of forming a life of folk. The simple representation life of heart to the harvesting, also dance in coordination of the peoples, enhancing the particular peoples of working. The folk dance is a belong to the West is a tradition of the cultures which is extended to the peoples in scenario of the socio and cultural economic demand of the in dance moments. In especially they utilize to the festivals, religions, customs and traditions. In fitness through the peoples of the specialized in traditional behaviors of the dance, in movements of them. In Tamil culture is the famous expression to the in body of structures. The social organization were particularly in Parayatam. The Parayatam is the 2000 years before of the old culture of the dance. In Mailatam, in 2500 years before the body culture of the dance. In Tamil Nadu, the global level is in representing to the particular dance communities is going to the outside in global level. That is a performance of the cultures. Then major dance in Tamil Nadu, the folk in the special reference to the in Karavatam is a folk dance of in Tamil Nadu. It is a popular folk dancing, the dancing to the part of you the hat and the while of the dancing, the part of music to the dancing decorated. The community performs a dance of the honor of the mini to the Gangai Ammans, goddess and god women's. That is the Sakti women's, particularly the dance with movements of the expression with the religions based. Then in Bharatanatyam folk dance. The Bharatanatyam is a folk dance in Tamil Nadu. In particularly, talam rhythm, that is important to the beat of the rhythm. Second one, Bambat folk dance. Bombay, this is the means of Bombay. Bombay means Udukai. Udukai, the dance with the instruments, rhythmic in the dance. Next, Kavitha.S. Kavitha.S is one of the famous in Tamil Nadu, particularly the Lord religion to the Lord Muruga, particularly the signification of the Kavitha.S in Tamil Nadu. In other Malaysia, Singapore, other world countries in present today in Kavitha.S. Devaratam. The Devaratam folk dance is originally for the dance. Is awarded the Tamil Nadu and Tamil cultures in aims upon the performance to the handworking to the face breathe to the mosque, the release to the society in the important to the religion based with the dance performance. Last one, sir. My conclusion is with the Tamil village folk dance remains the powerful of the simple in the traditionals in between the rural Tamil culture and the global dance community. Service is the expression of the culture identities for offering to the invited the cross cultures dialogues. In the journey of the across the dance performance, a dance movements, a dance highlighting the both of the potential and the emphasis to the global level of dance while adapting to the global, the relevant of the future generations. We reflect on the main takeaway from the Tamil village folk dance, in particularly, so it is the role of a symbol of the traditions in the global dancing communities. Offer insights of the two folk dance to the revolve in the future. While the continuance of the folk dance in empowering the Tamil Nadu identification of the culture periods into the evolve the new trending in dance of in ancient periods of privilege in dancing in global influence. The culture renaissance, the folk dance remains to the resilience from the culture and the feelings of the global level in the dance performance, the root of communal spirit of in Tamil folk cultures. Then a future directions. The paper will be the likely offer the results, the product to the culture dance of forming to the community, not only the particular community, the all over the global level of the dance performance, the emotional feelings, the happiness, entertainment, all of this the expression with the dance performance in the folk dance. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
have
you.
a,
Thank you.
thank you. Ma'am, I have only one query.
Ma'am, I have really, I have really, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm
Yeah,
audible.
yeah.
I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have
Ma'am,
left, ma'am.
ma'am, I have a query.
Hello,
Only
ma'am.
one query.
I have left, ma'am.
Ma'am, only one query is here. Did you done any survey?
Okay, okay.
Did you done any survey now regarding this? Because the traditional, you are saying the traditional people, so which area in Tamil Nadu, which local dance is familiar
Ma'am,
to do that?
ma'am.
Ma'am, could you able to hear me?
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm
Audible, ma'am.
audible to.
Continue, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
I will answer, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. 1 second, it's a question, ma'am. Sorry, it's audible, ma'am. In music and dance, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Did you done any survey? You said that the traditional India, right? So in which area of Tamil Nadu
Yes, ma'am.
dance is familiar? In which
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I tell you, in Tanjavur, particularly the folk dance in Tanjavur, ma'am. In Tanjavur, basically the basic religions based off in dancing performance, but in Andhra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. The four South Indian peoples are there. Mostly the festivals of Pongal celebration of interesting festival. Now. That particularly is the Parayatam, Voilatam, Mailatam is a monetary of the program. Now. Any program in culture program, in villages program, in colleges program, in schools and colleges, and compulsory is to participate to all the students and faculties, including to the participate in the Pongal celebration, specific. Then Tanjavur sings famously in compulsory all the traditional dances performance in the stage and there not the including celebrating
Ma'am, your uh, audible is messy, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other questions?
Ma'am. Thank you, Catherine, ma'am. Next, Vaidhi, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I can able to hear.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We are able to hear you, ma'am.
Ah. Okay,
Jai
ma'am.
Chitra, ma'am, to yourself.
See, now you are not audible.
Good afternoon to all. I am Miss. Ma'am, shall I start?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, start, share your
Good
presentation.
afternoon to all. I am Mrs. Vaidhi Krishnan from SLS MAVMM ABC Madurai. Here my topic is cognitive behavior therapy. Cognitive behavior therapy is a form of psychological treatment that has been effective for a range of problems, including depression, anxiety disorder, drug use problems, mental problems, eating disorders, and severe mental illness. Next, CBT, which means cognitive behavior therapy, changes the thinking patterns of the person. It helps better understanding of the behavior and motivation of ones. CBT using problem solving skills. It develops confidence of the person. CBT treatment also involves in changing behavior patterns to avoid unnecessary fear and to relax and calm one's mind. Mental health disorders may be classified into depression, anxiety disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsion disorder, and drug use disorders. The next one is anxiety disorder. Every one of us will face anxiety in our day-to-day life. Anxiety is because of fear of failure, fear of performing, fear of any other thing which distract us. Panic disorder. The next stage of anxiety is panic disorder. It starts with anxiety leads to panic disorder. It is a condition where we cannot do anything and get stuck at that time. OCD, obsessive compulsion disorder, as in the picture, obsession about dirt and calm may lead to compulsive hand wash. It is actually about repeatedly doing something with we can't stop. Post-traumatic stress disorder. The next one is post-traumatic disorder. It's a trauma of some incident. For example, permanently losing of loved ones, um, or the businessman may be supposed to face heavy loss. That is the example, and etc. All the above disorders lead to depression. Major depression. Depression is common cold of psychological disorder. Unhappy for at least 2 weeks within no reasons. Without no reasons. Mm. Uh, the therapy used to treat the above disorders, behavior alteration, change of attitude, feeling confident, and accepting the changes. Cognitive therapy. The therapy change the way we view the world, reduce negative thinkings, and increase positive thoughts. Conclusion. Cognitive behavior therapy may not cure your condition or make any unpleasant situation go away, but it can give the power to cope up with that situation in a healthy way and to face better about our ourselves and our life. In my own conclusion, mental health is more important than physical health. So if we get affected mentally, then we need to undergo psychological treatment, most important CBT, which is cognitive behavior therapy. Thank you.
Vaidehi,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have any data that so many persons are cured using cognitive behavior therapy? Do you have
Ma'am,
any data?
my discipline is commerce, but I did my MSc psychology in Madurai Kamaraj University, so that I choose this topic. And my reference is Mrs. Chalamuthu Trust. I am the coordinator of some speech therapies, and I get some details of the neuro doctor, Mr. Venkatesh in Anna Nagar.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Next,
you.
ma'am, you will present the paper, ma'am. Abhita, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to all, ma'am. I
You
am
can present.
working. Yes, ma'am. I am working in Wales University, Chennai. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. I am going to present on a topic homosexuality in Hindu mythology. Don't present my PPT, ma'am. I am going to say on my own. And I want to say about homosexuality. What is the meaning of homosexuality? A person attracted physically, emotionally, and sexually to the same gender. He may be identified, he or she may be identified homosexual or gay. Before they identified gay only, but later now, no, before they identified as homosexual, but now the new term is gay. We identify them as gay. Now the homosexual, they don't emphasize on the emotional or identity aspect. They really emphasize only on the sexual aspect. And the gay word, we are not able to identify when the word gay was identified. But in the 18th century, they started to use gay to refer to playboy, like who are having the different lifestyle. And 19th century, they used the gay to identify, to refer to prostitute. But after the 20th century, we started to use to gay for the homosexual persons. But we are not able to say gay for commonly. Gay can be referred to especially for male homosexuals, and lesbian, we are using lesbian to refer to female homosexual. And now I am going to said about the homosexuality, the term, but now I want to say about how the homosexuality can be used in Hindu mythology. And before that, I want to say that who is coined the word homosexual? Karoli Maria Kernbeny. He was the person, he was an Hungarian journalist. He only coined the word homosexual and homosexuality. He was against to the Prussian law. In Prussian law, they criticized homosexual behavior, but this guy, he was against to this Prussian law. He said that homosexual was inborn and unchangeable. He supported to homosexual. And one more person also supported to homosexuality in the period of 19th century. He was called Heinrich Ulrich. He was also supported to he was an advocate, and gave important rights to homosexual persons, gay or lesbians. And now I am going to say about how the Hinduism, Hindu mythology, how homosexuality described in Hindu mythology. Hinduism always support homosexuality. Even though we are having different religion, Hinduism exhibited a liberal approach towards gender and sexual diversity, and they supported. We are not able to say they supported, but they did not criticize about homosexuality. In ancient Hindu text also, example Veda, Mahabharata, Ramayana also recognized homosexuality and acknowledged them, their identities. And the concept of third sex also mentioned in Veda. Hindu mythology contains numerous figures and alternative sexual orientation and gender identities. So we can, from our Hindu mythology, we can identify homosexuality was not really criticized more. According to Hindu sacred text, like sacred text means the works. They always tells about the ultimate goal of attain to moksha. So Hindu texts, sacred holy books are saying that homosexuals are really good because they are not really giving importance. They are the master of their impulses. Means they are not really when they are having sexual affairs, they don't give birth of other kid. Means they satisfied their life, they get moksha. So they are closer to moksha than a non-LGBT persons. Non-LGBT persons always they are enslaved to desire, but this is the this is the important aspect described in Hindu mythology. And we can say that some figures, mythological figures, religious figures about homosexuality. One of the person is Ardhanarishwara. Ardhanarishwara is the composite of androgynous form of Shiva and Parvati, Lakshmi Narayanan, fusion of Vishnu and Lakshmi, and Mohini, Vishnu's female incarnation, Sigandi, he was before he was female, she was female, but later he was identified as a male, Sigandi, and he was the important person for the downfall of Bhishma. And Brihan Nala was the person, he was the Arjuna's transgender disguise in Mahabharata. Arjuna, on the disguise of 14 years, he was disguised himself. One of the years, he disguised himself as an homosexual person, like a gay. He was identified Brennan Nala. And Buddha also born neutral due to a curse, symbolizing gender and ambiguity. He was called Mercury, Buddha Bhagavan. They are the mythological religious figure of homosexual. And now we can say that some gender, non-conforming communities in India. We are having some communities in India. They are Ijras. Ijras are recognized as a third gender in India. They often undergo emasculations and have spiritual significance. Aravanis, we know that the Tamil transgender community, they are considering themselves descent of Aravan from Mahabharata. Kotis, they are also a community, men from lower socio-economic background exhibiting feminine traits, some engaging in sexual work. Shiva Shakti, transgender community in Andhra Pradesh, believed to be spirituality connected to Shiva. Jagtas and Jyotis, gender non-coming individuals in Maharashtra and Karnataka dedicated to temple service. They are called dasis like this. So this is the victim that Hinduism supported to homosexuality, and Hinduism was not really criticized homosexuality. Finally, I conclude that our society attitude towards LGBTQ and individuals should be continued to ensure equal rights and acceptance. This is the conclusion I want to share in this presentation. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you for all this listener audience.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you because the topic which I was essential. It's good.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
perspective you have shared is good. The one thing is, are you a research scholar? Ma'am,
Ma'am, Vita, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
ma'am,
Okay,
are
ma'am.
you a research scholar, ma'am? Are you a
Yes, ma'am. I'm
research
not able
scholar?
to hear you, ma'am. You are
Yeah.
not audible.
Are you now, ma'am? Are you a research scholar?
No, yes, ma'am. I am a research scholar, ma'am.
Yeah, the paper whichever you have presented here is related to your research.
No, ma'am.
This is a white paper.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, Rosalind, ma'am. Ready to present your
Ma'am?
paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Continue, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my screen is visible, ma'am.
Visible, ma'am. Continue, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, screen. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon to all. Myself, Roslyn Thiravia, PhD Research Scholar, Department of Computer Applications, Alagappa University, Karikudi. And my title was a comprehensive survey on sleep apnea, diagnosis, treatment, and the role of artificial intelligence. An introduction. What is sleep apnea? Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder in which a person breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. This interruption in breathing can lead to poor oxygen supply to the brain and body, causing fragmented sleep and various health issues. And next, the importance of studying sleep apnea disease. Studying a sleep apnea is an important because it has a significant impact on health and daily life and society. And first, health consequence: cardiovascular disease, diabetics, obesity, and cognitive issues. And next, the quality of life, daytime fatigue, mental health, relationship strain, And third one is a public safety. Uh, Drowsy in driving. It increases the risk of car accidents due to impaired alertness, and workplace safety reduces the productivity and raises the likelihood of errors, especially in jobs requiring concentration. And fourth one is an economic impact, healthcare cost, and loss productivity. And fifth one is an advancement in treatment. Studying a sleep apnea leads to better treatments, including CPAP therapy, alternative diseases, and even potential cures. And next one is understanding a sleep apnea. That sleep apnea has a three main types. And first one is a objective sleep apnea. The OSA is a common types of sleep apnea caused by the relaxation of throat muscles leading to airway blockage. And second one is a central sleep apnea, occurs when the brain fails to send signals to the muscles responsible for breathing. And third one is a complex sleep apnea syndrome, a combination of both OSA and CSA. Next, relevance and risk factors. Sleep apnea is a common disorder affecting millions of people worldwide. First one is a global prevalence. Around 1 million people globally suffer from OSA. And United States, an estimate 25 million adults have OSA. And gender, more common in men than women. Through postmenopausal women has increased risk. Age, more prevalent in middle-aged and other adults. Through it can affect people of all ages, including children. Obesity, a major risk factor. Over 60% of people with a sleep apnea are overweight or obese. These are the literature survey papers I have gone through for this survey. And next, symptoms and health impacts. Common symptoms: loud snoring, daytime sleepiness, interrupted breathing during the sleep. And next, long-term health risk: cardiovascular disease, cognitive impairments, metabolic disorders. And next, the traditional diagnostic method. Polysomnography is a gold standard for diagnosis sleep apnea. Polysomnography is a comprehensive sleep study used to diagnose sleep disorders. It records brain activity, eye movement, heart rate, breathing patterns, oxygen levels, and, and muscles activity when a person sleeps. And next, what does PSG measures? Electroencephalogram and electroocculography, electromyography, electrocardiography, respiratory effort, airflow sensor, pulse oximetry. And home sleep apnea testing is a simplified sleep study used to diagnose OSA in the comfort of patient's home. Unlike polysomnography, which is performed in a sleep lab, it records fewer psychological parameters but is more convenient and cost effective. And next, clinical assessment and questionnaires. Next, limitations of traditional diagnosis, high cost and accessibility issues, long wait times, inconvenience for patients. Next, treatment options for a sleep apnea: lifestyle modifications, that means weight loss, sleep position. The next, medical devices, CPAP, PIPAP, oral applicants. Next, surgical interventions, inspire therapy. Next, para, paramocol, paramological approaches. And next, challenges in sleep apnea treatment, CPAP compliance issues, limited effectiveness and for certain treatments, need for personalized treatment approaches. Next, the role of artificial intelligence in sleep apnea is AI application in sleep medicine, AI powered diagnostic tool, machine learning in sleep disorder classification, AI diagnosis in sleep apnea, automated sleep scoring with AI, wearable sleep monitoring device like smartwatches, rings, and AI enhanced home sleep test. Next, future direction and research opportunities, AI-driven precision medicine in sleep apnea, integration of AI with telemedicine, ethical considerations in AI-based sleep diagnostic, and the conclusion, sleep apnea remains a critical public health issue with far-reaching consequences, while conventional diagnostic and treatment methods are effective. Continuous research and technological inventions will further enhance the early detection, treatment, personalization, and overall patient outcomes. AI is transforming a landscape of sleep apnea diagnosis and treatment, offering enhanced accuracy, efficiency, and accessibility. While challenging remains, continued advancement in AI-driven technologies promises to improve patient outcomes and reshape the future for sleep medicine. AI is transforming a sleep apnea care by enabling faster, more accurate diagnosis through automated sleep study analysis. Smart wearable and AI-driven apps helps detect sleep apnea risks in real time. AI-powered CPAP machines or personalized treatment plans improve therapy effectiveness and compliance. Remote monitoring and AI sleep coaching enhance long-term patients management. Sleep apnea remains a widespread yet underdiagnosed condition, requiring continued advancement in diagnosis, treatment, and long-term management. Encourage a collaboration among researchers, clinicians, and technology experts to develop more sophisticated AI models, improve wearable monitoring systems, and optimize AI-powered treatment solution. These are the reference paper I have referred.
So what are the AI diagnostic tools you have used?
That's a AI diagnostic tool for polysomnography, ma'am. That means
For that sleep
EEG,
apnea, what are the AI diagnostic tools you have used?
electro entrance hologram, ma'am.
Okay. So how you have implemented that?
Ma'am, this is a survey paper only, ma'am. Just I have compared the.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Next,
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Next, Kurudevi, ma'am. Can you ready to present your paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Cut.
Good afternoon to all. Myself, Guru Devi, Department of Mathematics, SLS MEVM, Ayurveda College. My research title is A Study of Applications in Graph Coloring in Various Fields. This paper discusses the significance of graph theory, particularly focusing on graph coloring, which is graph theory, particularly focusing on graph coloring, which is a specific approach within graph theory. It highlights that graph theory has numerous practical applications across different fields. The main goal of the paper is showcase the importance of graph coloring concept to researchers, that these concepts have valuable uses in various disciplines. The paper aims to provide an overview of graph theory and the applications of graph coloring, making it easier for researchers to understand and utilize these ideas in their work. These introductions, this paper discuss the concept and significance of graph theory, a branch of discrete mathematics. This paper is enjoyable branches. Pictorial reference stations, graphs are valuable tools for conveying informations visually. They can summarize complex informations in a format that is easier to understand compared to lengthy text. This one developed theory if graph theory has developed into well-established field rich with engaging challenges and puzzles, so casing is depth and complexity. This study of graph theory remains largely independent of other areas of mathematics. It can stand on its own without requiring extensive knowledge of other mathematical concepts. This applications was graph theory has significant applications in many fields, including physics, biology, chemistry, electrical energy, engineering, computer science, and operation research, making it relevant to modern problems. This paper structures was the text indicates that the paper is organized into two main sections. One providing the historical background and definitions related to graph theory, and the second focusing on graph coloring and its various applications on real life. Next, basic concept of graph theory. Basic concept graph theory includes different kinds of graphs, each having basic graph properties. There are different operations that may performed over various types of graphs. Definitions, graph, self loop, parallel edges, many definitions is applied this paper. Graph coloring, Hamilton circuit, Hamilton graph, and many definitions is applied this paper. Applications of graph coloring. Applications of graph coloring. Graphs are used to model many problems, various or real field. There are many numbers of applications. This one is Google Maps are used to find shortest route from the destination to another. The destinations are presented by vertices and their connections present by the edges consisting distance. The best route is determined by the software. Making schedule or timetable and NASH schedule problem. NASH schedule problem should be a major problem faced by many hospitals everywhere the planet. That is a subclass of scheduling problems that are hard to resolve. Next, aircraft scheduling. Aircraft scheduling is another great problem. The problem is often solved by graph coloring, assuming that there are aircraft which they need assigned to n flights. The ith flight should be during the number AI, BI. If two flights overlap. Exam timetable scheduling. Exam timetable is planned scheduled for the examination. Examination timetables are so planned to give the students. Next should go. The pseudo grade along with a corresponding graph representation. Draw a 9x9 grid. Each cell represents a node. Node is the vertex. You can label each cell with its representative coordinates for reference. Example 1, 1, etc. 9, 9. Graph is representations for each cell. Draw edges to all other cells in the same row, column, and 3x3 black. For example, a cell in the first row cannot to all other cells in that row and the 3 cells. In each of their columns, it belongs. Graph coloring can use different alongs to represent the number 1 to 9. Each color will correspond to a number, and you should ensure that to connect adjacent the nodes are the same color. Region divisions is highlight the 3x3 regions within the grid to visually separate them from one to another. This conclusion, the conclusion highlights that graph concept are utilized to model relationship is in diverse system, including physical and social ones, and are important in computer science. The paper focused on the applications of graph coloring, aiming to explore its role across various fields. Graph coloring is presented as a valuable tool that simplifies the complex tests. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Any latest application? Ma'am, Gurudevi ma'am, any latest applications in graph coloring other than the GPS and the scheduling problems?
To
Can
pick up
you
the
use
students from the stop to college are also using this technique. Each stop shows the vertex and the rotate so on edges. A Hamiltonian path represents the efficiency of including every vertex within the rotate.
Thank you.
any
Thank you.
any genetic or biological application for graph coloring?
Genetic, yes, ma'am. Biologically, the work is difficult for the duty planner because duty planner should make sure every scheduling decision made please with a mix hard hospital rules and soft nurse preference rules. This problem will be solved the graph coloring.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Me, ma'am. Next is Sivarama. Are you ready to present the paper?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to share, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you see the screen, ma'am? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You have seen my screen, ma'am? You have to see my screen?
No, sir. Your screen not visible, sir.
Okay, no. But I will share the screen, ma'am, but it's not working, I think so, ma'am. I will share the screen, ma'am.
Okay.
You have to see my screen, ma'am? It's visible?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Myself, Shivaram, doing my PhD in Counseling and Academic Research for Education, ma'am, Department of Chemical Engineering, under the guidance of Dr. Shivakumar, Professor and Department of Agricultural Engineering, ma'am. Look for my slide, ma'am. Sorry, my topic is optimization for reactive dyeing for enhanced fastness and fastness of efficiency. Let's go for introduction. The textile industry is a crucial in the role of in manufacturing, like knitted fabrics, usually the comfort and versatility. The basically reactive dyes are commonly employed for dyeing cellulose-based fabrics due to the variant colors to excellent fastness and properties. However, achieving the uniform to color fixation and optimal durability, remains a technical challenge influenced by a fabric character, dyeing chemistry, and applications methods. The reactive dyes is widely the textile industry used to the ability for strong covalent bonds in cellulosic fabrics. They ensuring the vibrated durable colors. However, it belongs to challenge to the poor dye fixation and the highly water consumption and extensive unfixed dyes. The residual impacts of the fastness properties and with washing and efficiency. The optimizing of the parameters such as the dye concentration, temperature, and alkali dosage and electrolyte levels in washing procedures, it can play the crucial role of in the dye fastness and minimizing the environmental impact. The advanced techniques including the low salt dyeing, enzymatic washings, and sustainable auxiliaries, and further improving fixation and reducing the wastewater contaminating. Let's go for next one. The main objective is the steady evaluated effectiveness of washing procedure, including soda, ice, salt, mixed alkali systems in improving to the fixing, durability, and fastness properties for various fabric types and washing conditions. They perform reactive dyes such as the ultra. It taken some of these are samples ultra DS and red DS and ultra blue DS. They are assessed with the solubility and light fastness and water fastness, sweat fastness, and washing fastness. You have seen this is a particularly separate self shade of dyes. I got taken to the randomly to the 8 samples dyes. We have blindly through different type of combination. Like you have know about primary and secondary colors. Think yellow, red, blue. This is RGB, red, green, blue. We can choose a different type of combination. We can go for a lot of colors and shades. We can visually and making we have a lot of changes. Is impact is involved. Let's go for in materials and methods. We can take into the first thing washing of procedure. Like we have generally it's a washing machine technique. We have going for rights in the temperature in 10 minutes for 20 degree. Begin we have used 0.5 GL gram per liter of acetic acid. Then go for in 10 minutes after the soap for 95 degree in 2 GPL Crow MP. This is a brand for in soaping agent. Let's go for color fastness ratings. The following the criteria of establish the fastness rating, all fiber combination receive rating of the 4 to 5. This 4 to 5 means the ISO standard. This the 5 is a maximum standard of the ISO value. We can using to the far dark brown shade. We get the fastness is of which 60 degree for in 30 minutes. He have an fiber combination. We already told about primary and secondary colors. We are buying the 3 different colors. We are going for in rough wet fastness like the it's a dice bleeding. How we will evaluate and we will give the some results. Okay, let's go for next slide. The effective number of the reactive days we have taken sample days. For example, ultra orange DS, red DS. This is the sample days. We have yellow, red, and blue. This is the primary combination. I have taken to the samples. I have analyzed particularly in chlorinated water, water fastness and light fastness and solubility. We have taken a different type. I will be separate to the schedule. We can use the every schedule. We have to give the 4 to 5. This is the maximum criteria of the days fast. We have used a high brand like Jockey, like that. This is brand we are using following this particular days of the chemicals we have used. We can give the high yield and high yield fastness. We have to show. We have followed the analyzing. Okay. Next, go for the next. I got taken to the 3 ranges of days: yellow range, low range, and medium range, and highly range. We have take to the I have bind to the 9 combination. Okay, we have see to the first one taken for a dark brown. We get total days percentage is 9.17. Next go for a dark shade 7.77. Third one 6.67. We get to the I have matching to the 3 same shade, but I have used into the 9 different type of combination I have used. But we have dice consumption as vary in every dye steps only. Okay, basically we have taken to the previous schedule. Every dice is 4 to 5 extremely parameter. We have passed only high fastness dice stuffs, but we have concentration is a different type of we have. But I have taken the third one, 2.15, then 2.58 and 3.39. He is there better than to compare to the other days. But separately, we have the dice. Everything is same, but we have go for the combination wise. We have faced a lot of the critical issue we have to face. I mean, 9.17 to 2.58, we have to say the dark brown. This is two type of comparison. 2.15 is easily crossing to the criteria, but 9.17 is a bleeding test is a failure. Okay. This is a exjection process. This is the particular type of dyeing textile process. The reactive days is a method of textile displayed with the temperature is displayed to the y-axis degree. So the while temperature is displayed to the x-axis in minutes. The dyeing process progressive to the chemical additions. It will later process into the graph depth steps. A to B it will take to the 10 minutes for in salt, then go for in soda. Third one we go for the dice dosing. It will take to the 30 to 60 minutes. We will take to the full dosing, and D and D is 60 to 20 minutes. It's called a holding time. Okay, we have the salt, soda, and dye stuff. We have the temperature rise. We have holding time for 60 to 100 minutes. Then the another two chemicals will be added, like a lubricant, a stabilizer, deamine agents, dye bath conditioners. We will add it. Then this will be fixed to the since the temperature will be constant. Temperature control. The graph so increase the temperature up to the 80 degree, which sustainable to the addition of the alkali soda as the fixing days is the temperature gradually drop to 60 minutes. The process gradually consists of the application to the cloth, the little waste, the ideal dye fixing. The temperature is the y-axis. The temperature is begins to the around to the 60 degree. Rise the 80 degree will be constant. The timeline, the various stage of the separated to the 0 to 2, 10 to 30, and 30 to 5. We will take the procedure about talk about so 140 minutes total time. Then go for the everything is okay. Go for the wash off position. The wash off position is the washing procedure is used to the fabric quality and removed to the unfixed dyes. The guarantee color fastness fabric procedure consistency may the treatment softened will be used to improve to the hand feeling. For the especially the deep to the extra stopping stage guarantees to the dyes removed. Avoiding to the bleeding strains or wash up the procedure improves color fastness and the clarity of the fabric fastness. This go for the alkali ratio. This is you for in the salt is used for in exhaustion, soda is used for fixing. Mixed alkali means it's a caustic lye. It is used for like soda has to 1420 GPL. We have to the very different type of different shades. We will be analyzing to the every liquid ratio and every fabric weight. We have to different type of range, pH, exhaustion, and salt fixing range is followed. So liquid ratio is 8:1 ratio. That means 8 ml of water in 1 gram fabrics. Okay, we have the I will be recommended for them personally. This is the salt soda recommendation for the above. I have seen the result. Basically, I will separate it to the following the shades in different separately self-shade days. We have for analyzing for the we will give the values of 4 to 5 is a constant in every fabric. CH, CA, CO. That means a fabric. CH means a cotton yield, acetate fabric, cotton, polyester, wool. Different type of fabrics. I will analyzing. We will give the result to the 4 to 5 for self shade, but we have code. We go for the trichometric combination. We don't have the same result. It's not happen. So the performance of the many reactive days assumed to the effective variance fastness and washing off is available. The performance is comparatively used to the Ultra DS series. The majority of work well guaranteeing not shade is thin or fade, but the alternate is performed to the some all colors are the good performance in separately basically, but we will go to the find the combination. We got to not to be the same. Okay, my conclusion is every days are the combination device is generally good thinkingly working. Okay, it's not a problem, but every shades and every colors we have followed different type of aura in separately. Dyes and chemicals is a major role of in dye fixing is very important, but otherwise the color is I think yellow, red, blue is a different type of triangle we have matched like to the bezel. Okay, but we can do we can't do a single triangle performance. We have to three type of triangle we will set. We will not do the same criteria. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, anyone? Sendil Nathan, sir, are you ready to present your paper, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Myself, K. Sendilnathan, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, SLS MAVAM, Ayurveda College, Madurai. My topic is blockchain using secure information sharing among cloud computing. In the blockchain technology is increasingly being integrated into cloud computing to enhance the security, improve transparency, and enable decentralized applications. Here are several ways blockchain is being used in cloud computing. First one is decentralized data storage. As far as this is concerned, it is a concept that allows user to store data across multiple nodes, that is decentralized. This eliminates the reliance on the central cloud service provider, offering increased redundancy and data security. That platform like uh, Filecoin and storage enable the decentralized cloud storage. And second one is the enhanced security. As far as this is concerned, that provides in traditional cloud system, data can be vulnerable to hacking, breaches, and unauthorized access. Blockchain uses the cryptographic methods to protect and authenticate the data, ensuring it cannot be modified or altered without proper authentication. For example, the blockchain can be used for identity management, decentralized identity, providing a secure way to control who has access to cloud resources. And third one is smart contracts for automations are self-organizing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into code. In cloud computing, smart contracts can automate the various processes like payment systems, data exchanges, or resource allocations. They can also automate the billing, ensuring that payments are only made once services are provided, and automatically updating cloud services usage record in a blockchain. And distributed cloud infrastructure, it's enables a distributed cloud model where computing resources and storage are shared across a network of independent entities. This can improve, ensure the utilization, prevent centralization, and lower cost. With the blockchain, users can manage and trade resources such as computing power and storage as a peer-to-peer basis, and supply chain and audit trails. The cloud provides can also blockchain to track transfer transactions and resources in a cloud environment, and data privacy and compliances. The blockchain can help ensure that cloud services comply with the data privacy regulations, example GDPR and HIPAA, by providing the mechanisms for data traceability and user consent management. By allowing the user to control and verify their own data, blockchain could play a crucial role in data sovereignty and ensuring data sensitivity data is only sharing with the premises. And then cross cloud interoperability. The blockchain can help the establish interoperability between the different cloud service provided. By using the blockchain as a common layer, various clouds can work together to share resource or information. And then payment system for cloud resources. Cloud computing services often include the dynamic pricing and blockchain based payment system, that is cryptocurrencies or tokens, can simplify the micro payment and enable more flexible, transparent billing model for cloud services and decentralized application DApps in cloud. Blockchain enables the development of decentralized applications, that is a DApp, that run on cloud infrastructures but are not controlled by any single entity. These DApps can benefit from the security, transparency, and trust offered by blockchain while leveraging cloud resources for scalability. And last, blockchain as a service, that is BAS. Cloud provide the Microsoft Azure, IBM Cloud, and Amazon AWS, and blockchain as a service, enabling business to deploy and manage the blockchain network without needing to build the infrastructure themselves. And cloud computing has become an essential technology for delivering the infrastructure and data servicing needs with a lower cost, low effort, and high scalability. Hence, it is increasingly implemented in all aspects of the IT industry. Despite the quick adoptions of cloud computing, the problem of information security is still not fully resolved. Information security issues are still handling the evaluation of the cloud computing to some extent and need to be addressed. Blockchain is one of the decentralized process in a worldwide that works with a parallel and distributed ledger technology, the application process, and the service oriented design. However, the primary security issues is key leakage and third parties easily hack the secured information. To address this issue, in this novel present, the blockchain-based proof of stacking with elliptical curve encryption, that is a PBECE algorithm, is used to secure the data transmission in the cloud. This proposed method efficiently checks each node verification using BBK. This is a policy-based key algorithm. In proposed techniques, generates the public key for each document. Thus, the proposed method gives better security performance than previous methods. Conclusion: combining the blockchain technology and cloud computing signifies a significant breakthrough in the world in the data security, integrity, and transparency management. Business and organizations can increase trust and efficiently in their digital operations by utilizing the immutability of blockchain technology and the scalability of the cloud. Thank you.
Sendiladan, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the presenter. As we conclude the session 2, thank you for thank you, the chairpersons. Session 3 will conclude
Thank you, madam.
4 p.m. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shandilanan sir.
Thank you, sir.
நான் வெளியே என்னது வெளியே வந்துச்சா